Are you guys into curling?
Yeah. See, right, here's the thing. We're into the cannabis,
Like curling?
but it's the curling community that embraced cannabis for the first time since legalization, so we're curling. I mean, this could have been anything. This could have been a spelling bee, and we'd be here.
Okay.
It's a great mix.
Okay.
Cannabis and curling, right?
This is our rural cannabis culture.
Where am I right now?
Hi.
So I just got to Wiarton, Ontario, and it's about 3 hours north of Toronto. It's a tiny town, a couple thousand people live here, and I'm here for the inaugural Bongspiel, which is a weed curling tournament. I don't know too much about curling, let alone weed-infused curling, so I'm gonna head inside, talk to the organizers, and find out what the deal is.
You're with the media?
Yes, I am.
We've got some rolling papers and a little mini hydro thermometer.
This is free?
Yeah.
For people who want to grow weed?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. There you go.
So everyone knows what to do.
Can you explain to me what a Bongspiel is and then what the difference is between that and a Bongspiel?
So a Bongspiel is a curling tournament. The Bongspiel is the exact same thing, only it's cannabis related.
So how many people are you expecting?
We have capacity issues. We could have filled it 3 times over. What happened was a friend of mine got hold of our initial poster that we were going to release to sponsors, and he leaked it, and it went viral, and we filled it up in less than 24 hours. So I was like, okay, well, that's that.
And did you run into any resistance trying to get this organized or trying to get it greenlit?
I mean, I've heard there's naysayers, but none of them have come forward to me, and I think everybody's really curious to see how it shakes out. You're going to see generations of curlers who've been toking for years.
And now it's legal,
Yeah,
and
now
you
it's
just
gonna-
say it.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to welcome everybody to the Wiarton Curling Club. This is kind of a groundbreaking event. We have a lot of seniors living here who are very set in their ways, don't like change. So that's one of the things we've had to deal with a little bit. With the new laws, there is no consumption on a recreational property. So that means not even in the parking lot. If you go outside and you overindulge, you could be denied re-entrance to the building. This is not our laws, but we have to kind of enforce it.
Anyway, okay, we're walking. Smoke a joint? So have you been out here yet? Have you had a toke yet?
Where is it?
Well, it's just around the corner, they say.
Is it that tiny one?
Yeah, it's the time.
Oh, wow. Seems
Well-
like you could hotbox that.
Well, I think that's the idea, right?
So what is your curling team?
We're the Shed Crew team. It's because we're all fellas that hang out in the shed. So it was in the shed where the idea was like, "Doc, man, you ever curled before?" And my bro Eric, who's out there curling right now, he's like, "Oh, hell, man, I grew up in Arthur. It was mandatory till grade 6.
Did you grow that?
This is a locally grown variety.
How long you been growing for?
Well, I've been around growers and gardens and plants for 20 years, I guess, right? I've been studying plants for 20 years.
Does it kind of surprise you to see cannabis embraced by the curling community of all communities first?
A little bit, because it's a fairly conservative community, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think they're struggling for members, right? So they see it as a way to attract
Right.
younger people to curling and keep these places alive, right?
Are you curling in a bit?
No, man. I maybe will do like one. I don't know.
Then we'll come join the Shed team.
I would feel okay on your guys' team. All right, so I guess I'm Team Shed now.
Okay, Team Shed. Welcome to Team Shed.
Cool.
Oh, hang on a sec. That was terrible. It sounded like you're like, oh, well, I guess this is me now.
Seems okay?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. Me coming into this place, I think I expected it to be conservative, and so I'm just wondering.
I'm astonished that they're allowing us to have it in the club, and I've already been told I can't roll joints on the table because people might get allergic.
Remember, we're still following curling etiquette, so have a drink or a toke with the team you played at the end.
I have never personally used cannabis. If things aren't abused, everything has its place.
It seems like there's a big growing culture here.
Yeah, in Wiarton, there's a lot of space and not a lot to do, so people grow weed.
Years buying drugs on the side. We just always bought dope and we're hiding it from everybody. Now, it's a huge industry. It's massive.
Some of the surrounding clubs are declining. Every time you do any kind of fun Bongspiel, that is your target, is to introduce new curlers and see if you can retain some new membership. This is just another curling Bongspiel with a different theme.
Oh, he's letting me use a stick.
There you go. You walk out with it, okay?
It's all about the guy throwing the thing. Never, you move. Go, 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 go. Faster, faster. Wait, no, watch it, don't. Oh, God. Oh, no, keep moving. Oh, my God. That's enough curling.
The pressure coming from you, you're just staring at me.
I just don't know, like, you join Team Shed, I don't know what I'm liable for if you hurt yourself. I signed these papers, I don't really know what I signed.
Hello, everybody. We had a chance here today to show what our community can do in terms of our conduct and how we enjoy ourselves. And I think we should all be really proud of how everything went today.
All the rest of the province is kind of watching to see how this is run as an example as to, is this going to be socially acceptable? Is it something other clubs are going to be able to do? If it's all legal and it's managed appropriately, then I see no reason why there wouldn't be another one.
It's the Bongspiel. We're here for the bong.
How do you feel like this went?
I think it went well. There was no problems at all. I can't believe it. I got to curl and smoke weed. It was great. I'm gonna start with second place team. 3 buds and a spud with 33.5 points. If you want to have a full life in a place of like 2,300 people, you got to join the curling club. You have to put your time in and it comes back to you because that's how you build a fulfilling life here.
The Bongspiel's over, and I'm walking with a bong. I'm so surprised and impressed to see how open Wiarton has been toward weed culture. Honestly, it is truly heartwarming. And these people have been partying here for like 15 hours or something.